Last video I was talking about how the anti-cheat for Rush console is doing well, it's doing its job and it's getting people banned for 3 days, and then if they continue to do it they get them permanently banned for indefinite. However, there's a lot of people saying that they are false banning players, and I'm guessing you have to appeal this. So for example, we have this screenshot from 11 within the devlog talking about the anti-cheat, saying this: we've collected a lot of data, run extensive internal testing and recorded 0 false flags. That gives us full confidence in the system, and because of that all will be final. And we are getting screenshots from both creators and players saying, well, I'm being false banned, what is wrong? So they get these sort of screenshots that I'll post on here. You have the alerts where you have the warnings from 11 saying account banned or warning, illicit use of advertisement of third-party devices, verbal harassment, and then obviously you get hit with the account banned, and then it's the 3 days, and after that 3 days if you still continue doing what you're doing, you obviously get the permanent ban. Here's the thing, a lot of people that I'm running into that are getting banned for this are playing the game wired. So obviously for Xbox, the predominant player base plays with batteries or rechargeable batteries. That's certainly what I've been playing with for the last god knows how many years. However, if you play, let's say, with a lead that isn't, I guess, partnered with Xbox, or even so is partnered, this seems to be a common thing with the people that are getting banned. I've seen this multiple times from other people, and I'm not too sure if it's something that RustGuard is still being worked on, obviously, in the background. So if you have, let's say, a Razer cord in this screenshot, you have obviously the Razer lead that you plug into, let's say, your PlayStation controller or Xbox, you're able to play the game because obviously you're not using batteries. So you're going to use this cord that is obviously linked to your Xbox or PlayStation, and people are saying that could be the reason as to why they are getting banned, because they have something plugged into their device which could be seen as a Zen or Zim. Now this isn't confirmed the reason, this is just speculated, but obviously people are finding it hard to think, like, what is the other reason that it could possibly be? What is this thing detecting that I'm not aware of? Because these people are claiming and saying they're legit, but they're obviously using this cord, such as a Razer cord or any other sort of cord, to plug into their Xbox or PlayStation to play the game on a wired controller rather than a wireless. And you know, people are getting banned for it, which, let's say it is the reason, is a little bit concerning, because a lot of people do play the game on, you know, wired connection through their controllers. Doesn't necessarily mean they're cheating. I guess that's sort of what's erupted a few people and rubbed them the wrong way, as to be like, well, what is this anti-cheat doing because I'm just playing with a wired controller? Is that a crime? No, it certainly isn't. You can play the game on a wired controller. However, that's sort of the new news that's come to me from multiple people about the banning system so far. So there have been cheaters that have been banned, like factually, but there's obviously other people that are saying, no, I'm not cheating whatsoever. Why have I been banned? And the thing is with this is that they're also claiming that they don't actually get warnings until their account is banned, which defeats the purpose of the warning itself, because if you're going to throw out warnings to people, you need to have the warnings thrown out before the ban is then taken place, because there's no point in warning people after the fact. If you warn them before, it could, you know, get them to play on controller or do whatever they want, and then whatever course they take, that'll be the outcome of their actions. Moving on to other topics, let's look at the BP wipe for this upcoming wipe. So on the 28th of August, which is in 6 days from this Friday at 7 o'clock, weekly servers will have a map and BP wipe as per every single end of the month for weekly specifically. Then monthlies across the board of old gen and new gen map and BP wipe will happen, so it will force players to grind the game for those BPs over on official servers. Everybody will be on the same page for that. Skin store rotation will be packs, and as mentioned in the previous video, modular vehicles will be coming to the main branch of the game. So a lot of content for people covering gameplay and playing the game itself, which will make for a lot of good fun content for people to record. One thing a lot of you guys have been asking for is sort of a trading system for the skins, and as well gambling. These are two things I've sort of pitched towards Pedro, or at least asked to see his response, obviously without showing DMs or anything like that. Basically the general consensus is that gambling is something that's not really, it is frowned upon, I should say, within this sort of community over on consoles. I don't know about PC. PC is obviously different, but when it comes to consoles, gambling isn't, or is something that is taken seriously. So I doubt we will get, you know, gambling per se in Outpost. May get another game mode, I'm not too sure. The other topic being the trading system for skins. This is something that is over again on PC, but if we reflect back to the last sort of trading system that was massive, that had a sort of discussion with the community, was Rocket League, and they have since taken that out of their game. It's something I don't see coming to Rust console. It's something I'd love to come to the game because I think skins hold a certain weight in terms of how rare they are. When I asked this question to Pedro, his response was, as far as I'm aware, platforms don't really like that, so probably not. The only case I can think about is Fortnite, that lets you buy skins for friends. When it comes to gambling already, doesn't this game endorse gambling with the gambling rule over at Bandit Camp? But I guess it is what it is. So for anyone that missed it, BP White will be next week over on weeklies and monthlies for both new and old gen. There will be a pack skin store rotation for everybody to sort of sink their teeth into, and also modular vehicles, as well as other bug fixes that happened over on the PTB that will be then endorsed over onto the main branch. And then once this is over, we can look forward to the quality of life update and what potentially could be coming to the game. As I've said countless times in my other videos, there are some big updates that could potentially happen within the game, the biggest being a new recall for the game. If you've gotten to this point, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy and like all things Rust console, be sure to subscribe to the channel to never miss an updated video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and also check out the links below. Upsurge hosting for high grade protection and brilliant performing servers over on a multitude of games. And also, if you like community servers, join up Warfare, which will be live next week, Thursday and Friday, for our vanilla and clan server premiere. As always guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.